What up, nerds? This is your Supreme Leader, and in today's video, I'm gonna debunk the whole MCU theory that supposedly the MCU is taken over by female heroes, which is a lie, by the way. Oh, and just because now we're giving attention more to female heroes, all of a sudden it's now called the MCU. Then what was the other phases? The male CU? Guys, it's kind of obvious that it was going to transcend to this because eventually people wanted to see more females in action, which apparently is a bad thing now, which doesn't make any sense. Yet fans complain and cry that, oh, it's now the MCU. No, it's still the MCU. So if I may, I'm about to do a list of all the male heroes and then a list of all the female heroes in the MCU. And I'm just going to show you why the MCU is not real and everyone is over exaggerating it to a bit. And I'm going to show you some numbers. So I'm going to make a list of all the heroes that I can in my mind. All the males on the left, all the females on the right. Just to show you guys that this whole MCU takeover is not really a thing. Sure, some may argue that, oh, now they're giving more attention to the females, which isn't a bad thing. And funny story is that back then, I wasn't really a big fan of Wanda Maximoff, aka the Scarlet Witch. I thought she was completely pointless after Infinity War. And, you know, like, what was the point of her in Vision? But then after WandaVision, Doctor Strange 2, it was like, oh wow, they actually give her some character development. Others even say that, oh, why are they making her better than the male heroes? For example, with Kate Bishop against Wilson Fisk. We all knew Wilson Fisk was taking it easy on her. He said, I ain't got no time for her. Or what about Helena and Hawkeye? Hawkeye was holding back. Oh, and here's the big one right here. She-Hulk versus Daredevil. Why does She-Hulk whoop Daredevil's ass? Well, let's see. This is Daredevil's first time fighting a Hulk. A Hulk is strong as fuck. That is the equivalent of 3 times the strength of Wilson Fisk. Why in anyone's mind would think that Daredevil is going to win against a Hulk? A Hulk can squash almost anyone. No, it wasn't to make him look weak. It's because Daredevil has never fought anyone that strong. Use common sense, guys. Overall, I just find this whole situation hilarious because people still think that, oh, everything's getting replaced with female characters and all that stuff. Yeah, you got that part right. Part of that right. But it doesn't change the fact that we're still going to focus on male heroes. Because at the end of the day, the MCU is mainly balanced out. And as you guys can see in this chart that I made right here, the MCU is starting to look more male than female. And the numbers don't lie. Here on this chart, you're going to see how many male heroes in the MCU are in total compared to female, and then you're going to see why the MCU at the end of the day is going to be mostly balanced out to both male and female. Mostly male sometimes, most of the times it could be female. Sometimes it just goes one way or the other. That's how it's going to be. Always has and always will. The MCU, get out of here with that bullshit. It's nothing but a propaganda to bring a bunch of angry nerds who are really butthurt and salty about how much the MCU has failed them when it hasn't in reality and is actually trying to give us what we want. Good stories, better characters. Don't see what's wrong with that. That or they just hate women. They just don't like when women take over. Alrighty, now let's see the results. The numbers are in. For male in the MCU, 68. And as for the females in the MCU, there is a total of 42. So what do these numbers tell me? That the MCU is mostly dominated by male. But I say it's balanced out. Mostly focused on male, and then it goes back to female again. And then when it's focused more to female, it goes back to the power of male again. What does this say? It goes back and forth. Now the $1 million question. Is the MCU female? No. It's mostly male. What do I think? It is balanced out because there's an equal amount of movies, TV shows that focus mostly on males, and then I also think that it also focuses on females. And if you don't believe it, the numbers don't lie. And this is just a fraction of what I can list. If I be even more precise, I bet you that number would be even more higher. It'd be like 100 over 75. And it still balances out more to the male than the females because there's more focus on the male characters than the female characters. So if I ever hear anyone saying that the MCU is MCU, I'm sorry to say this, but you're an idiot to actually believe what anyone from the Butthurt Menace has to say. And did they actually really believe with pride that it's really dominated by females when in reality it ain't? And like I told you, the numbers don't lie. It's right there. You guys can look at it. That's my list. And all these characters that I listed, they mainly have TV shows, movies. Look it up. Do your own research. It's right there. It's right there. You're going to realize that this whole MCU is nothing but a fairy tale. Come down from Earth, Tinkerbell, because reality check, it's not. Alrighty, my friends. This is all I have to say about the MCU. Marvel Cinematic Universe. This isn't the MCU anymore. This is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We're about to go to Phase 5. Or maybe we are in Phase 5. Anyway, it's going to get good from here, my friends. And all I got to say is thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the First Order. And may the 4th be with you, because it's Star Wars Day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.